In this video, I am going to explain about formatted input-output functions. In the last video, we discussed about unformatted I/O functions. So there are totally 9 unformatted I/O functions we discussed. In that, get C, get ch, get char, get che, get s, and then put C, put char, put ch, then put s. So these are the total 9 unformatted I/O functions we discussed. Okay, now today we are going to discuss formatted I/O functions. So here we are having only 2 functions. So one for input function, one for output function. Okay, so that means input means the program is taking the data. That means whatever we user type, okay, using the keyboard, so that data should be accepted by our program. So for that we are using one function called scanf. Okay, so scanf is the formatted input function used to read the input at the runtime. At the runtime means here we are not giving the values to any of the variables within the program. So when we compiled it at the runtime, so we are assigning the value to the variables. Okay, so that is what the scanf. So always function means it will be followed by the pair of these braces and then semicolon at the end. So in the scanf, so in the general syntax within the double quotes, we need to write the format specifier here. Okay, so here we need to write what? Format specifier list. So in the scanf, within the bracket, within the double quotes, we need to list all the format specifier without any space, or we should not use any of the comma, or we are not use any of the backslash characters. We should simply list without space, without comma, without anything, even a space also. We should simply list the format specifier and then ampersand of the first variable. Like that we should write how many number of variables we are reading, that many variable list with the ampersand. So this is called address of operator. So this operator's name is ampersand, but we call it address of operator. It's an operator. Okay. So this is the general syntax of scanf. Okay. I will repeat. Scanf is used to read the value for the variable at the runtime. So okay, general format is, now within the double quotes we should list only the format specifier. What do you mean by the format specifier? We discussed in the data types. For integer, whenever we are using integer variable, format specifier for the integer variable is %d. Format specifier for the floating point numbers are %f. Format specifier for characters are %c. Format specifier double is %ld. So like that, what type of variable we are using, that type, that data type format specifier, that we have to list again without using any of the space, comma, any other characters. We should not use anything other than the format specifier within this double quote. Then you comma, then you need to write ampersand of the variable list. Suppose you are reading 3 values, so ampersand of variable 1, comma ampersand of variable 2, comma ampersand of variable 3. What order you are written this format specifier list, in the same order you should write, in that order should get matched. Okay. For example, see, this is the general syntax. Assume I have used 2 variables. Let us take one is integer x, another one is, suppose in my program I declared one variable as int x and another one as float y. For example, these are the 2 variables I declared. Now, how to read the values for this? Scanf. So then open the bracket, double quotes, open the double quotes. Now, what is the format specifier of x? X is what type of data? Integer. Integer format specifier %d. So next, without any space, immediately after that, write the next variable for format specifier. Next variable is y. That is data type is float. Its format specifier is %f. Okay. So then don't write slash and nothing. Don't write anything other than the format specifier list within this double quotes. Then so comma. So then first variable, what is %d? What is it? Integer. Which is the integer variable x. So ampersand of x and then comma ampersand of y. This is how to read 2 values in this case. Now the next question, you can ask me the question, can we interchange? Yes. You can interchange. But only thing is what order, in which order into the format specifier that should match with the variable list. For example, the first format specifier percentage, this is an integer and it also should match, x is integer. And second is floating point, it is also floating point. Suppose here if I keep this two as it is and this is a reverse, then this is wrong. Or if you keep these two as it is, if you interchange these two, then also wrong. Okay. For example, that also is right. Okay. So for example, now scanf percentage d percentage f close the double quotes ampersand of y ampersand of x. Okay. So this one or this one scanf percentage f percentage d ampersand of x ampersand of y. So next possibility scanf percentage f percentage d close it ampersand of y ampersand of x. So now come from the beginning. Now the first one is what? First format specifier is integer, this is also integer, matches. This is floating point, this is also floating point, so this is absolutely matches, fine. Okay, similarly you come to this one. Now this is percentage d integer, y is what type? Float. This two matches, mismatches. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Similarly, come to this one. Now, this is first one is what? Percentage, a floating point. First variable is x. X is what type? Integer. This is integer, but I am taking format of floating point. So this is also wrong. But again, when we come to this one, see, floating point. First variable is y. Y is floating point. So these two matches. These two matches. Yes. This is also fine. Okay, so that means it is no need to write in either this order, this only integer first. No, you can write floating point first or integer first, not a problem, any order. But in what order you have written, in the same order it should match with the variable list. That you should maintain. Okay, so these two are wrong. So hope you people understood scanf. Okay, so the scanf is used to what? Summary. Scanf is used to read the input values for the variables at the runtime. First point. Second point, so the scanf within the double quotes, we should write only the format specifier list. Other than that, we should not write anything. Even space also, comma also, nothing we should write other than the format specifier like this. Okay. And then followed by the list of variables with the ampersand. Okay. This is what the scanf. Hope you people understood. Now we will discuss formatted output function. Okay, formatted output function is printf. Okay, so printf is used as a formatted output function. Again, so printf can be used for two ways. One, to print the message and to print the value of the variable. So whenever you just say I'm not doing any operations or I'm not printing the value of any variables, I'm simply printing some message, some text I want to print. Okay, in that case, whatever the text you want to print, just to specify within the double quotes whatever the text, okay, or whatever the message you want to print, okay, that message, whatever you want to display, that message you type and then close this bit, semicolon. So that's it. Whatever you will type within the double quotes, it will print as it is. Okay, whatever in the printf within the double quotes, whatever you will type as it is, it will print. This is to print message. But to print the values, that means value of a variable, again, so use printf. So again, within the double quotes, you have to use what? Format specifier list. Format specifier list you have to write. Okay, here you can use within the double quotes in the printf, within the double quotes, you can use in format specifier list with any text, any character, whatever you can write. But so we should be careful when you are using scanf. Within the scanf, within the double quote, we should not write anything other than the format specifier list. But in printf, it is allowed. Along with the format specifier, however you want, whatever you want, you can write. Okay. So then followed by the variable list. That's it. Variable list. So without ampersand. In the scanf, ampersand is compulsory. In the printf, no ampersand. Okay. So this is what the printf. Now let us see some other examples. Okay. Suppose I want to print just hi, hello. Just hi, hello. Okay. For that, what I have to write? So printf, then open the double quotes. What I want to write? Hi, sound space, and then hello. This is what I just have to print. Okay, so then close. Okay, this will just print on the monitor. Now it will print what? Now this is your, suppose if the monitor, it will print hi one space hello. That's it, it will print. Suppose, now assume I have given in my program values int x is equal to 10, y is equal to some 7.5. Assume these are the two values I have given in the program itself. Now I want to print these values. How I want to print these values? Assume if this is my screen, value of x is equal to 10. Okay, next, in the next line, value of y is equal to 7.5. This is how I want to print. For this, how to print? In order to get output, now I have to use printf. Printf, open the double quotes. Now, here, 10 is the value stored in the variable. So whenever you are printing the value of variable, you have to write the format specifier of that variable in place of what value? In place of value. Okay. In everything I'll treat it as text. Everything I'm treating as a text, but except the value. Here, whenever the value is there, in place of value, write the format specifier of the corresponding variable. Now, so since it is a text, I'll write as it is. Value of x is equal to, but this 10, I cannot write it 10 as it is written, but always not 10. I don't know what the value stored in x. So what I will write? In place of value, I will write its format specifier. 10 is what type of value? It is an integer type of value, integer type of data. So integer format specifier is %d, %. So next, now after that, so cursor is blinking here only. So to bring the cursor to the next line, or to bring the cursor to the next line, what I will do? I will use /n. Okay, this is called backslash. Okay, the two types of slash will be there. See, this is the straight line. This is the straight line. If I use, it is bending towards back, so it's called backslash. So same thing we can, if I lean towards its front, it's called forward slash. Okay, two types of things. So this is called backslash. This is /n. So then close the double quotes, then comma, then variable list. In the variable list, how many value I am printing? Only one value. Which is that value? X value. So that variable I am writing that x. Here I am not using ampersand. In the Scanf, we have to use ampersand. In Printf, we should not. Okay, so this, but with this I can print only this one, but I want to print one more line. For that, what I have to write? So again, one more printf, again open the double quotes. So the text is what? Value of y is equal to, now this is one value. This is the value of what variable? Y variable. Y is what? Floating point. Floating point format specifier is what? %f. So %f. Okay, so but here I don't want to come to the next line, so I will leave as it is. Otherwise, it is always better to write /n at the end of the double quote, within double quotes, or at the beginning. Okay, so now from now onwards, whenever you are using a printer, make a habit of writing /n at the end with the double quotes. Okay, so now I will use here also double /n. So it is not mandatory. Okay. So /n, but it is also good for readability. Okay. So now, next variable list. What is the variable? %f. That means floating point. Which is the floating point? Y. So that is the name of the variable y. Okay. Now, if you use these two, to print like this. Okay. Now I will run the program and I will show how to print one simple message and how to print the value of some variables. Okay. So that we will see. See now, I'm writing one program, simple program, just to print one message, hi everyone. So how to print? Printf within the bracket, within the double quotes, whatever the message I want to display, that I type. That's it. Okay. Ended by the semicolon. Always printf should be ended by the semicolon. So just quickly I will explain the fun one. This one. See, the stdiod stands for standard input output header file. Okay. That type means header file. This header file contains the prototypes of printf and scanf. Whatever we discussed, printf and scanf. So that prototype of that means how this printf will prints, how this scanf will reads. Okay, that function is written inside this header file. So always we need to include this file into our program whenever we are using this printf and scanf. Okay, since every program we are printing or scanf, you're using printf and scanf, compulsorily it is compulsory to include stdio.h file into our program. Similarly, so now see, I will show you why I use this line. I will show you. So then void main, always C program starts executing from the main. So that means this is the starting point of the execution. Wherever you write in the program, always program starts reading from the main function. Okay. So from the main function it starts reading. Okay. It will come here, it start executing. Now see, in order to compile, I show you, I told in the last class I told. So just click on the compile. I compiled, I checked for the errors. There are no errors. It is showing errors are 0. So then I enter, then I run the program. So for the run, again click on run or control F9. So again, if I run the program, so now it is running. So but I'm not displaying any output because in the Turbo C is an MS-DOS compiler. So this Turbo C compiler is this one. It doesn't hold the output. So for that, what we have to use? We have to use one unformatted. Okay, that is unformatted output input function, that is get ch. This function, we know that it doesn't hold this one character, it will simply throw that. So in order to hold the output screen, I'm using this get ch. That's it. Okay. From now onwards, suppose if you people are using Turbo C, simply use this get ch function at the end of the program, at the end of the main function. Within the main, you write this as a last letter. Okay. Now I will execute. See, already executed once. Now I'm executing second time. Okay. Again, I will go back. I will go. Since I did some changes, I did save. I compiled again. I check for the errors. So no errors again. Now I compile. Now the second time I'm running. So now I run. See, now I'm executing this a third time. So again I will run. See now, see if you see, I'm getting hi everyone, 3 times. So this is the problem. So but I want to execute, now let me see, fourth time I will execute whatever the hi everyone, I want to bring it to the next line. For that, I will go back to the program. So then after this one, with at the end of the double quotes, what I have to use in order to bring to the next line, \n. So the \n stands for the new line character. Now since I did some changes, I saved it. So again I compiled. So then no errors. So then I will run by pressing Control F9. See now, again 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, again I'm getting the same line. That means it is coming after this line, next line. See why it is not getting, after this I am not printing anything. See, instead of printing here, see now what I will do, this /n I will write at the beginning. Okay, so now I'll write this /n beginning. Okay, so /n I will write. Okay, so now see, now I return /n like this. Okay, now you see here, /n I write at the beginning. Okay, not before. Okay, that is within the double quotes, starting of the double quotes. Okay, so double quotes, then /n, then hi everyone. Okay, now what I will do, now again I will save this. Now I will execute this one, check for the error, no errors, so executed. So now see here, I got after fourth one, fifth one, I come to the next line. Now again, but so why all this previous output I'm getting? I don't want all the previous output, just I want only the current output. For that, what we will do, so we are using one more function called clear screen function. So that is nothing but CLRSCR. So then some bracket, okay, and then ended with semicolon. So this stands for clear screen. So both this clear screen and get ch function, these two are defined in the header file called conio.h. So whenever you are using these two, clear screen and get ch, then you have to include this conio.h for this. Suppose if you are not using these two, no need to include this conio.h. Okay, so now I'll save it. So again I will run this. I'll check for the errors. There are no errors in that. So again, I'll go back and I will run this program. See, now I'm not getting all the previous outputs. Just I'm getting only this hi everyone. Okay. So now I will add to this one. Okay. Hi everyone. Right. So again, we'll go back to the program by simply clicking on the enter. So just to have clarity in visibility, so I'm making this, that is clear screen. So now print, instead of hi everyone, now what I will do, I will print hi hello. Now when I run this one, what should I get? I should get only hi hello. I should not get the previous one. Okay. I checked for the errors, no errors. See, I'm getting only hi hello. I'm not getting any of the previous one. Okay, this is how to print only the messages. Okay, now let us see how to print the values of some variables. Again, for that I will go back to the program just by clicking on enter. So just now I'll go back to my program. So in the program, now I will declare two variables. Okay, so as I shown in the program, so one is int. So I'll say x and we'll give some value, let us take 12. Then in the next line, float, I'll give y is equal to some 3.8. Okay, see now, always within the main function, always you should declare all the variables at the beginning. After declaring the variable, you have to write clear screen. Then whatever the statement you want to write, you can write down. Okay. So within the main first declaration statement, then clear screen, and then all the remaining statements. So now I declare two variables, x and y, and I given the value in the program only. So now I want to print that. So for that, what I have to print? So what is that I told? Format specifier for to print the values. If you observe, so how to print the values? So printf value of x is equal to %d/n x, same thing y. Okay. So now like that I will come back. So now printf. So now value of x is equal to what I have to use? I have to use format specifier %d, and then I have to write /n, because to bring the cursor to the next line. Then I will close the double quotes and then comma. Then what is the variable I am printing? X. X is of type integer. There is a %d. So x I am typing. So that's it. So next, in the next line, I will print same thing. So printf again always within the double quotes. So what I have to write? So value of what? Y is equal to what? %f, because it's a floating point. Then again /n, close the double quotes, comma y. So now this will print how exactly, how I print like this. It will print in the value of x is equal to 10, and in the next line we should have print value of y is equal to 7.5. Okay, but there I taken 7.5, but here I taken 3.8. Okay, so I saved my program. So I checked for the errors. There are no errors. So then I executed the program. See, now in the my value is what? Value of x is equal to 12. Value of y is equal to 3.8000. It will do it. Okay, this way. See. Now I will remove that /n. I will go back to the program by pressing what? Enter. By pressing what? By pressing enter, I go back to my program. In the program, see, I'll go to the first printf and I will remove this /n. Remove this /n. See now how will get output? You can see. I will get in the same line. I will get. Okay, I will get in the same line. It won't come to the next line. Okay, see. See, now I'm getting same thing. Value of x is equal to 12. Immediately value. So I'm not getting. So to bring any statement to the new line or to the next line, we have to use what? /n. So there is a use of /n. Okay. Hope you people understood the concept of /n. Now here, even though we have type 3.8 we are given, but it is by default it is printing what? 3.8000 it is printing, right? So we are getting what? 3.800 we are printing. But I don't want all the unnecessary zeros. I want, just assume after decimal point, I want only just 2 digits, only 2 digits after decimal point. That means I want 3.80. I don't want remaining 4 zeros. For that, what you have to go? So in the format specifier, you can specify how many floating point you can that also. So instead of percentage f, so I can say percentage, so 0.2f. The meaning of this is percentage. See here, percentage, y is equal to percentage 0.2f means after 0.2 digits you read in the floating point. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, I will save this and then I will run this. I will check for the errors. There are no errors and I will run the program. See, now I'm getting what? See, only 3.80. Like that, we can print any number of digits after the decimal point. Assume if I want only one now. Only one I want, just like 3.8. Instead of 3.80, I don't want only one. Okay. So for that, again, I'll go back. So what the changes I have to do? So just instead of 2, make it what? Only 1. 0.1. Percentage 0.1f. Okay. So again, I saved. I check for the errors. No errors. I run it. See. Now what I got? Only 3.8. Okay, so this is how to print the floating point values. Okay, or any values, how many digits we want after the decimal point, that we can do that. So this is how to print. Now we know how to print the values and as well as how to print the message. Now let us see how to read the values of the scanf. See, already I told here I given the values for the variable sent by the program itself. Instead of that, I will declare here, just I will declare I don't want to give values to my variables within the program. So instead of that, I will give the value at the runtime. For that, what I will do? So again, I will write what? Scanf. And I am typing what? With the double quotes, what I have to write? Okay, percentage D, because of any order, okay, percentage D, then no space, no comma, nothing. We have to use what? Percentage F. So our format specifier list, close the double quotes, comma, then ampersand is compulsory, ampersand of X, comma, ampersand of Y. I close this. See now, I semicolon. Semicolon. Now I saved the program. I checked for the errors. No errors. Okay, now see, it is not showing anything. It's a blank screen. It is not showing anything because our system is waiting for us to enter some value. That means it has to read the value. It is reading means we need to give the values. Now assume I will give an enter. Okay, let us say 34. I give an enter 34. And this is the first number. I press enter and then another number, say 8.76. Okay, this is what I given. So now what I will do? So I will enter. See, now it say value of X is equal to 34, value of Y is equal to 8.8. Okay, it is showing. Okay, this is how to read the value and how to print the value and how to print the message. So these things we discussed. Hope you people understood. If you have any questions, please write it in the comments. Thank you. Thanks for watching.